live. I drink some water. Time to work out. Okay. I'm gonna go work out. And everybody that views is gonna join me. We're gonna start with my favorite machine. This one. Pull back down. That's too light. It's at an 80. It needs to be at least 110, I think. Okay, we'll start at 110. I haven't done this in a minute, so we'll start at 110. Let me fix this. One, two, a little light. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do 4 sets of 8 when I work out. 3 to 4 sets. On the 4th set, I do max that I can pull down for about 4 or 5 reps. So 3 sets of 8 reps, and then 1 set of max pull down. You wait, apparently the longer you wait in between sets, the more likely you are to gain more muscle in the end, in the long run. So if you're waiting at least a minute and a half between each set, you're more likely to gain more muscle than if you wait 30 seconds. That one was way too late, so I'm probably gonna bump it up to 120. And the max should probably be about 130 for my 8 reps just right now. I haven't done this in a little bit, so we'll move it to 120. I'll show you guys that it is at 120. Here, it is at 20. Perfect. Drop any questions down, I'll answer them. Right now, I'm live streaming to try to save money to buy an acreage to help feed my community by growing plants and stuff, vegetables, and then we are going to start again at 120. Now we wait about a minute and a half. I think we'll stick at 120. And then for my 4th rep, for my 4th set, I'll probably do 140. I tend to do about 20 or 30 above what I normally do. It's been a minute since I've been in the gym. So, yeah. Whew. What is your guys' favorite workouts? For everybody who's watching, what's your favorite workout? Favorite machine, exercise, whatever you want to do, just comment it down below. This one, the pull downs, are definitely one of my favorites. And then the, what are they? Ooh, they don't have the right machine here for it, but it's the pull back. You grab the bars and you pull it back. I love those ones. And then my favorite are the inclined chest presses, but using the machine, I'm really bad with stability for free bars. So I like machines because they're easier and I don't have to worry about falling on me, you know? Back in November, I fractured my ribs from dropping a free bar on my chest. It was about 180 pounds. It was uneven because I realized the second I went to go lift it up that it was uneven. Either the weights were a little bit uneven or just the way I was laying on the chest press. And it had just immediately fallen onto my chest. And that was after one set, so it was my second set that had happened because I had adjusted it a little bit, and I was then filled with adrenaline, and I'm like, this doesn't feel that bad. I get in the car because I'm like, I don't feel horrible, but I definitely don't feel good. So I ended up going to the hospital, and I was having trouble breathing by that point. It had been an hour since I dropped it. That adrenaline was wearing off. And I felt it heavily for the next couple of weeks, and I could not work out. So that was my experience last November. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Again, we're gonna do 8 reps. One. One more. 8. I started at 120 pounds. A little heavy. You start feeling it when you hit your 3rd set. So now for my 4th set, like I said, I lifted up to at least 20 to 30 pounds over what I was doing. So I'll probably do 140, and then I push to strive for at least 5 reps. So then I max out what I do, and then that helps build my muscle. That's not always what people do, but that's what I like to do. So we're gonna set it to 140. And I'll show you everybody that it is at 140. You can see 140. We'll put that back. Any questions or anything, just drop them down below. We're gonna wait another couple of seconds, and then we'll go again. I used to do the gym so much. It's really hard to be consistent when you're a full-time mom. And I started school a month and a half ago, full-time school, where I mostly do school at night because I have young children. And I'm a full-time parent. So when I go to the gym at nighttime, I have to make the sacrifices, either school or gym. And school it was, because I'm paying a heck of a lot more money for school than I am for the gym. Yeah, I'm currently doing interior design, my bachelor's of interior design, which goes into, if you look at the title, I'm saving right now for an acreage. My goal after I'm done my bachelor's of interior design is to go into horticulture and permaculture, learn how to take care of plants, grow plants, and live within an ecosystem, and then be able to design people's homes around sustainability, less reliant on companies. And yeah, so now we're gonna go back in, and we're gonna do another 5, at least try to do 5 at 140. One. Ooh, this is good. 2. 3. I think I can only do 4. 4. We'll try to go one more. It's gonna fail. Yeah. Didn't do half. But we did do 4.5. Thankfully, nobody's here. It's empty. It's just past midnight, almost 1 a.m. So I can be as loud as I want. Whew. Let me go get my water, take you guys with me, and we're gonna move on to the next one. Water is delicious when it's cold. I know there's a debate on if warm water or cold water is better for you. And in my opinion, cold water tastes better. So this is the one similar to what I love doing. These are the vertical chest, but it's not the same exact machine that I like to use. In my old gym when I lived in Calgary, they had a lot newer equipment. So this one is a different one though. This is for a push day, and I'm doing pulls. I love pull days over push days. But we will just walk around, see what's over here. They reorganized it. They seem to reorganize the gym pretty frequently. These are mostly leg workouts. You can tell, mostly leg workouts. Okay, so we will be coming over here, and this is the abdominal one. You can see me. So we'll back up a little bit. Oh my. We'll need some water. And now, I'm not short, but I'm short enough that I need to lift up this a little bit. And I do about 95, 110 on this. So we're gonna set it to 95. Come on. I hate when they don't go in. Sometimes you pull it down just to get where it goes in. Okay, it's not going in. My God, it's not going in. There we go, I got it. And then we're gonna add 5 pounds, so it equals 100. They have little weights at the top, each 5 pounds, and then you just let it drop and add 5 pounds onto it. Wow, I just hit my funny bone. Give me a second. That hurt a little bit. I think the seat's still too low. We'll try. One, 5 pounds. Woo! I almost got stuck there. We'll have another 5 pounds. And we'll lift the seat up just a tiny bit. Okay. The sheets like to make me feel small. Like I feel like I'm like a shorty here, but I'm not short. I'm above average height for a woman. And then we're gonna wait another few seconds, and then we'll continue going. I don't know why they leave the radio going all night. Okay, ready? Whew. That one likes to make me sweaty. I hate working out my abdominal muscles. We're gonna take some water. I'll do arms and legs all day, every day. But when you get to abdominal muscles, it's like, heck no. No, thank you. I've had two C-sections, so my abdominal muscles aren't the best. But then after my very first C-section, I had peaking, where my abdominal muscles pushed out and created like a little triangle cone shape. And it took so long. I still looked pregnant for about 6 months afterwards, waiting for those muscles to go back down. And when they started finally going back down, I started feeling much better. My clothes fit much better. Yeah. I'm not a big abdominal person. I never wanted, six pack or anything. I'm good with just a little bit of weight on my stomach, and then I want strong arms. Strong arms where I can go like this, pow, and then flex everybody. That's what I want. Whew. Okay, we're gonna go back into it now. Let's see. Oh, goodness. 10. Okay. That was three sets. So like I said, what we do with the pull downs, we're going to do with this one. I don't normally do it with this one. We're going to try. I don't know if I'll even hit 3, but we'll try. There we go. That was so much easier than the first time getting it in. Okay. We're going to wait a few more seconds, and we'll go back into it. You ready? Now I'm sure. Ooh, so cool. Okay, we're gonna go back in. Drop it down in the comments how many you think I'm gonna be able to do. I don't think I will. I think it's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing 5. I'll go back through afterwards and clean them all. Because sometimes I like to return to machines after, but because there's nobody here, I don't have to worry about doing it right away. Okay. So now we're going to do barbell curls. Barbell curls. These are the easy ones. I do about, they're in kilograms, right? Okay. 20 kilograms. I haven't done it in a minute. That's about 45 pounds. So we're gonna do 20 kilograms. See how many I can do. I have such a hard time with the easy bars. I know they're supposed to be easier than the straight bars, but I find them harder. Okay, I'm gonna back you guys up right there. Okay, grab it. Figure out the best way to hold them. Okay. Don't judge my form on this one. I struggle with the easy bar. It's easy at first. gets harder the more you go. So that's easy now, but until I get to set number 3, that's going to be even more difficult. For this one, I can't go up 20 pounds just because it is a free bar. I can only do the max out when I have a machine, just for stability, and the chances of me dropping it are too high if I were to go at 20, even 10 pounds. So I like to just do 4 solid sets of 8 reps. This one's so cute, a little 10. It's a little bit bigger than the size of my palm. Nice small hands though. Okay, let's go back in. I like to roll it around a couple of times. It's fun. And make sure I'm gripping it in the right place. One more second. Engage the core. Okay, whew. There we go. And then take a little lean. That was a good one. That was a good one. The third one's going to get even harder because I'm more isolating my bicep muscles, which means my bicep muscles are doing more of the heavy lifting than for other exercises where you use more of your muscles. I can't remember what the name is called versus isolation versus using more muscles. We're gonna take some water. Make sure to stay hydrated when you work out. The last thing you want, especially at 1 a.m., is to pass out from exhaustion and then not have anybody here for the next 4, 5, 6 hours. Because people don't really start showing up until 5, 6 a.m. I've actually come a couple of times late at night, like about 11, 12 p.m. Sorry, 12 a.m. 11 p.m., 12 a.m. And there's been like 5 or 6 people here. So confused. Okay, now we're spinning it around for good luck. Grab it, and then we're gonna lift it. Okay, my muscles are really feeling it now. So, once again, to everybody watching, I'm gonna take a little seat, take a few deep breaths to slow down my breathing. High heart rate, even though it's good for your heart. I recently found out I have Hashimoto's and I already knew I had PCOS. So high cortisol, just the stress, is bad for the body. So sometimes I just need to calm down while working out and then go back into it. You know how many water bottles I drink a day? Easily 6. 6 full water bottles, 500 milliliters. Thank you. Good afternoon. Oh, good afternoon where you are. It's 1 a.m. here. I like your name. Is it Rianne? I'm really bad at pronouncing names, but you're like the way it's spelled out looks really pretty, really nice. We're almost there. You can always make that. Thank you. I'm trying to. You can feel it when your heart starts slowing down. You don't have that impending doom feeling. I don't feel it through my chest anymore. Okay. One cough. Thank you. I love when people say they're proud because it means a lot and it gives me just a little bit more motivation to do literally anything. Too many people in my life said that they hate me, hate what I do and everything, and just hearing that people are proud of me, even if you're just a random stranger, just honestly means so much more than, keeping that stuff to yourself. That's why I always like to try to tell people that they're amazing and that I'm proud of them. I do it a lot. I'll tell people that constantly. Okay, I'm gonna lift it up just a little bit more, and then we're gonna go back into it. Okay. Whew. Spin it around for good luck. And grab it. Oop, I just got a hit of nausea. 1 second. That burn is good. Perfect. Woo! That was 8. 4 sets of 8 reps. So, this is the harder part. Sometimes I do 25, sometimes I do 30. We are doing not curls, but hammer curls. So instead of turning it, instead of going straight like this, we're gonna start down and turn it towards me, like that. So I hold it straight, turn it towards me as I lift it up. Hammer curls. This is part of my pull day exercises. This gym doesn't have as much equipment as I would wish for more pull days because they have a lot of more free weights and a lot of leg stuffs, but not as much for pull days. So I do see the 30s. We'll pick up the 25s, see how I feel holding them, and then if they're too light, we'll pick up the 30s and do that. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna do 25s. Sometimes I do this sitting down. I like to do it one arm at a time sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16. That sucked. Oh, my form sucked. Either way, I did something. I'll probably do the rest sitting down to limit how much I swing. I'm really bad at swinging when it comes to the hammer curls. The swinging makes it easier because I have some hip problems that I was born with. Especially my right hip, I have hip dysplasia in my right hip. So sometimes swinging makes it just a little bit less stress on my hip. So we're gonna do the rest sitting down. We're gonna have to go get some more water after I finish this last sip. But we'll do that after I do at least 2 more sets. Doing something, be the most, absolutely. The hard part is just staying consistent though. I mentioned earlier in the live stream, I've had to make the choice between doing school full time and working out because I'm a full-time mom and I have my kids during the day. I'm watching my kids during the day, and the only time I can really do stuff is when they're sleeping at night. And they're young kids, so they need constant attention. So I work out at night, and that's what I would do. But I started full-time school a month and a half ago, so I had to make the sacrifice of doing schoolwork and then to the gym. But I'm spending so much more money on school, and the school is gonna define the rest of my life, where the gym I can put off for a month, it will be fine, and so I can find something more consistent. Now that they're in childcare, I have more time during the day to do my schoolwork, and then at night to do workouts, or vice versa, during the day to do workouts and at night to do schoolwork. So I'm hoping to find more consistency in my life. Last week, the whole family was sick. Oh my God. My husband doesn't get sick, and he got knocked out for 2 days and had to miss work, and he doesn't get sick. So when he gets sick, you know it's bad. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I might even go down to 20. I don't want to go down to 20 because I feel weak if I do that, but we're gonna try it. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Ooh, one more rep. Oh, come on, I can do it. 15. I'm definitely feeling it more in my left. I'm right-handed, so I do everything with my right hand. Which is weird because my left arm is more strong. Let's give a little bit of a stretch. Stretching is so important. I'm feeling it all right here, especially right in my forearms. I want to do those little forearm workouts. You know, have you guys seen those people who put like little elastic bands on their fingers and go like, to work out their forearms? I want to do that. I think it would be so funny to just go like this and work out the forearms. Last month I got a little pedal bike to use while I'm doing schoolwork. So I've been doing that a lot. My first one broke though. After buying it, I had it for a month and it broke. And Amazon was nice enough to send me a refund for it. So ended up getting a cheaper one that had more restriction on it, so I can tighten it and like loosen it to give more resistance. I like the other one because it's so much smoother, but this one there's more resistance to it, and it actually counts my steps versus the more expensive one. Hello, tricky nerd. Are you like a nerd that likes to play tricks on people? Or do you find nerd stuff tricky and that's why you're called tricky nerd? I want answers. Okay, we're gonna go back into it. Let's hope for some answers from tricky nerd. Okay. Whew. That one sucked. I need to work on my left side. It's years old. I played a game where I was a trickster, and I like nerds. Oh, the candy nerds. That's pretty cool. I like that name. Yeah, my name's old too. Sincerely Cat was my original thing before I added my husband onto the channel. He doesn't actually do anything for the channel. It's all me. But people are like, add it. Yeah, nerds. Have you ever tried the clustered nerds? I don't eat nerds very often, as I'm not a big candy or chocolate kind of person. But I tried the nerd clusters, and they were pretty good. Hold on one second. Lies. What is lies? Oh my goodness, is someone lying? Hopefully it's not me. I'm not lying. Whew. Whew. Let's go back into it. But either way, I like your name. Okay, one more second. Whew. So I talked about this at the beginning of the live stream. The longer you wait between sets, not reps, but the sets, like you do 8 reps and then you wait for at least a minute and a half, but the best is 3 minutes, the more muscle you actually gain. Atrophy, I think it is. It's just that your muscles then start rebuilding itself, and then you do it, and then it creates more micro tears. I have to look more at the science behind it, but that's why. So I wait between sets. I try to wait at least a minute and a half, if not then 3 to 5 minutes. But I try not to wait too long, because the longer you wait, for me at least, the harder it is to finish. So I find if I wait longer than 5 minutes, then 1, 6, 7, 8. I see your comment. Let me get to it. Okay. I always thought 30 seconds was the correct time, but I know nothing about. Yeah. There's 2 different things when it comes to weightlifting. You have people who work out to get stronger, and then you have, which are the weightlifters, and then you have people who work out to get bigger muscles, who are like the bodybuilders that do bodybuilding competitions. So I believe when it comes to bodybuilders, they wait less time because the appearance of your muscle gets bigger, but if you wait more time, your muscle gets stronger. I believe that's correct. I have to look at it again. It's been a few months since I brushed up on that information, but I believe that's what it is. But yeah, the longer you wait between sets, I can do like max 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, so from 5 to 10 minutes, if I try to do another set, then I am super weak. But after 10 minutes, if I try to do another set, I can do it again. So I try to do it no more between like 5 minutes. I need like a little stopwatch or something to actually time it, because sometimes I have ADHD and I get so bad at sitting there getting distracted or just going off into my own thoughts. Yeah, proud of you. Thank you. That means so much. I really appreciate when people say they're proud of me. It really does help boost just that little bit of motivation in me. We're going to do one more of these. I'm enjoying it. My forearms are feeling it. Really heavy right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to do after this one. I've done 4 so far. So I'm going to try to find fifth and a sixth thing to do here. God, get so much more motivation than me. Yeah, I struggle with motivation. Like everybody, there's no, the only way to become consistent in something is to actually step outside of your comfort zone. What I tell people, because people ask me how I go to the gym and actually work out, even when it's hard, because it's hard working out. I tell people that even if you go into the gym and just sit there and do nothing, that is still better than just sitting at home saying, oh, I wish I went to the gym. Because you actually physically got up, went to the gym, sat there, and you're like, that's one step closer. Even doing that when you don't want to work out is still better than nothing, because that still keeps you in the routine of, hey, I got up, I still went to the gym, I didn't do anything, but I still went into the gym. And then those days that you just don't want to work out, you do that, and then you're still in that routine, you go back to the gym, and then the next day when you want to work out, you go back and work out. That's where I struggle with. But that's what I've been doing when I lose motivation to go to the gym, is that even getting out of my house into the gym is better than nothing. Doing one workout is better than not doing anything at all and sitting at home. You don't have to do all these millions of workouts, because that's just so hard on your body and everything. How long have you been doing it? I started actually working out back in 2022, in January of 2022, and it's been 3 years now. Yeah, my first child was born in 2021, and then 6 months after, I mentioned earlier in the live stream, I had peaking after, because I had a C-section with him and my abs are peaking. I went to the gym because I had gained so much weight when I was pregnant with him. I have not stayed consistent this entire time, but when I am consistent, I am doing so much work in the gym. Like, I am spending hours in the gym when I'm consistent, and I do that for at least a month or two at a time, and then sometimes I'll fall off and try to get back onto it. But it started in 2022, and from there I've gained about 15 pounds worth of muscle on my body. I've doubled the weight I can lift, and yeah, so I've made progress. I said earlier that I found out that I had found out I had PCOS a couple years ago, and then I found out 2 weeks ago that I have Hashimoto's, which means weight loss is so even harder than just having PCOS. Hashimoto's is an autoimmune thing that has nothing to do with my weight, but it can cause trouble losing weight. It's where your thyroid starts attacking itself, and which makes weight loss super hard. I respect your dedication. Thank you. I try to stay dedicated. I mean, I guess I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, so yeah, but like, I've gained a lot of weight. I've toned my body nice. Yeah, that's impressive. Well done for sticking to it. I can't stick to it longer than a couple of days. Well, like I said, maybe you should try that. You should try, even if you go to a gym, just go in there, sit on the chair for the days you don't want to work out. Do one exercise, walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes. You don't have to do it for very long. Anything is better than nothing. And that's like what you have to live by, is anything is better than nothing. And just going into the gym and sitting there is better than sitting at home. The more you find yourself in the gym, the more likely you are to work out. Okay, we're going to do one more. I got distracted. This is what I'm talking about. I have ADHD so bad I talk and think. Even when I'm not on live stream and I'm in the gym. Whew. You guys can go back through my channel. You might have to scroll some. I've done other live streams in the gym, and I've posted a lot of videos. Hey, one more. Okay. Whew, that one was good. I'll have to clean all the dumbbells. Whew, okay, we are gonna go have to put these dumbbells back up there, and then I'm gonna go find a cloth to wipe down what I've used so far. And then I'm gonna try to find at least one more machine to use before I leave, to hit about an hour on live stream. I have OCD too, so I like to work in whole numbers. 15, 30, 45, an hour, you know. Okay. Oh no, there we go. Take, how much do you log press? What is a log press? I don't know what a log press is. Could you explain what that one is? I'm at work, so I'll have to go now, but I want to say well done. You got this. Keep doing what you're doing, and you'll achieve whatever you want. Thank you. That means a lot. I actually have no idea what a log press is. We're going to go get some more water, and then we're going to clean machines, and then find at least one thing to do. We're doing pulls. So I have to do a pull. I found it. I found the machine I'm going to do. Perfect. I don't care that I'm sitting down. I'm a lazy person. Just filling up the water. I love the bubbles. We're gonna drink some water. Okay. They like to move stuff, so I have to find the cleaning rags. Whew. That water is so good when it comes from this thing, whatever that's called. Okay. I see cleaners and cloths. Perfect. So come with me while I clean these equipment. We'll lift you up, and then we'll go to the last one. Try not to spray myself. You might ask why I'm leaving it up here. I'm too short to bring it down. This is out of my reach. It's never been like this for other machines except for here. Other places, I can actually reach it and change it out. But here, I can't. Wait, we're doing pull. Okay, we'll do rope right here. We'll do face pulls. Okay. I'll walk over here, quickly clean this one. Right here. They changed the cleaning product. This one. And then the dumbbells. Perfect. Now we're going to go do some face pulls. Okay. Whoa. I almost fell down there. Perfect. I'm so happy I got the little stand, the little phone stand, because before I used to just leave my phone on the ground with a bottle holding it up. You would think since I've been a YouTuber for the last almost 5 years that I would have a foam stand, but I didn't. So we're doing this one. We're gonna check first to see what the weight, 45. Okay, we'll do 55. We'll check 55 and see what it's like. Okay? Okay, we're gonna do 65 and do 65 now. See what it's like. My heart's racing again, so I just gotta calm it down. Okay, perfect. Still too light. Should I go straight to 85? I think I'm gonna go straight to 85. Okay. I'll show proof that I'm actually doing 85. Because I have people who say that they don't believe me. Perfect. Face pulls now. Okay. Since that one was too light, I'm not going to wait as long because it did pretty much nothing. You saw my hand was slipping. My hand was slipping. I hate the ball clappers. They suck. I hate holding them. But I can feel it in my back a little bit more. I don't want to do too heavy because I know that my hands hate gripping these. They prefer, I don't see them. They like to move everything. I don't see the basket with other stuff. There's other attachments that make it easier to do face pulls where I'm not trying to grip on rope. And that can happen. We're gonna wait a couple more seconds and then we're gonna go back straight into it. I think I'm gonna try and expose the first one. Okay. I'm gonna try gripping it all together. Here we go. More explosive ones that time. We'll do 2 more sets of that. One more set of 8 reps, and then we'll do what we did before. Bring it up to 105, and then try 5 reps for the 4th set. I find that's the easiest thing for me to do to be able to lift more weight is doing my last set with more heavier weights. Okay. Is this even counting? No, it's just counting minutes. Oh, I was counting counted seconds too. Okay, are we ready? Okay, that was 8. Now we're gonna bring it up to 105. We're gonna do at least 5 reps for the last one. Try to do 5 reps. I'll take some water after I do it. I think I might end with a little bit of like a minute or 2 of walking on the treadmill. Because I've been in the gym for an hour now. Okay, ready? One more. One more. Okay. I did 5.5. That was good. Okay. Clean the balls. Pass the balls. That's how it works in here. Okay. We're gonna bring my heart rate down before getting on the treadmill, just so I have a nice starting point. Whew. This is comfy. We're gonna drink some water. And then after I'm done, I will do a little bit of stretching and then a little bit of meditation to bring down my stress levels and my heart rate. I almost finished another whole bottle now. That's 2 bottles within the last hour. We're gonna add a little bit more water, and then we'll go to the treadmill, and we're gonna do about 2 to 5 minutes just worth of walking with a few short sprints in. I still can't run. I had ACL and meniscus reconstruction on my left leg back in 2018. And since then I can't exactly do it. Plus I have the hip dysplasia in my hip, and because of my weight, running is not the best way, but I do like to try to I like doing it on the treadmill where I can hold on to make sure I don't fall. So I do short bursts of about 15 to 30 seconds worth of 4 miles or 4 kilometers? If it's 4 kilometers, it's vastly different than 4 miles an hour. I think it's 4 miles. My 3rd bottle of water. I said I drink a lot of water. Okay. Put the lid on. And we will find somewhere to put this cloth. Okay. Whew. Nice. My arm's itchy. 1 second. Do you guys get itchy after working out? I sometimes do. I have to make sure I shower after working out, or else I might get too itchy. Apparently that's actually a hormone in your body that causes itchiness. We'll put the spray bottle right there. We're gonna come up here and make sure you guys can still see me. Perfect. I know this is an awkward angle. I got a box in my way. You're looking on top of the box. There. You guys are on top of a box now. They got rid of some treadmills. There used to be 4 here. Okay. Quick start. So we start at about 1.5, go up to 2. So it's at 1 right now. So we're gonna go, okay, we start at 1.6, walk for about 30 seconds. And then I will go up to 2.5, down to 2, and then 3 to 2.5, then 3.5 to 3. So I'm working in bursts. And then I just do it for as long as I can. I do have asthma, and I do not have an inhaler. So whenever I feel the asthma coming on, I need to stop. Whenever I feel the pressure in my chest coming on. Okay, now we're gonna go up to 2.5 for about 15, 20 seconds. Okay. We'll do 30 seconds actually. We'll measure heart rate. Okay, go back down. It's nice way to feel the burn. I might bypass 3 and just go to 3.5 and then back down to 3. We'll see where we're going. .5, and then I'm going to go up to 4 for 15 to 30 seconds, and then back down to 2, and then I'll be done. We're at 4.4. There. 4.4 for 20 seconds. Better than 10. Better than 10 seconds. I need to let my heart rate come down. I did 0.14 miles, burned 13 calories for an average size person, probably 150 pounds. Duration was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And for about a minute of that was going faster. And my average pace was over 24 minutes, 36 seconds a mile. I might try it one more time at 3 or maybe 4.5. I'll see when I get there for another 15 to 20 seconds and then stop. I feel the breath coming on where I need my inhaler. And my chest gets really tight. Okay, so we're gonna, what is it doing? Okay, let's get a quick start again, and then we're gonna go back up to 4.5. My husband's a long distance runner. Oh, 4.9. Okay. That's why I gotta be careful. Whew. There you go. "35 seconds of running at 4.5. Sorry, 4.9. Clean this. I hate getting down from this. Oh. Calm down my hurt. Hello, thank you. Breathe in. I've been in the gym for an hour and 7 minutes. The longest I've ever been able to run at 4 or 5 was about 5 minutes consistently with no breaks. But that was about 3 years ago. When I would spend hours on the treadmill. And when I started my weight loss journey, which I haven't lost much weight, but I have put on a shoot ton of muscle. I don't want to swear. I've put on about 15 pounds worth of muscle, and I've doubled the amount that I can lift. My body has been like recomped a bit. So I have a little bit more defined muscles in my arms. When I started my fitness back in 2022, I was mostly doing cardio because I did not know how to work out using machines and weights and anything all along those lines. All I knew was cardio. So I was losing so much weight because cardio loses the weight, but it also loses muscle if you're not lifting weights or eating enough protein, and I was not. So I was losing muscle. From then, I decided to focus more on muscle building when I learned that I have PCOS. Muscle building is better for PCOS than pure cardio. You want to focus more on muscles, so like about like an 80-20 split. 80% muscles, 20% cardio. And that is the best thing to do for PCOS because you have problems with insulin and cortisol, and cardio can make your cortisol worse for someone with PCOS. So during that time, when we had started, we were trying to conceive our second child, and I was not able to conceive, even with the weight loss, even with the consistent workouts. I was not able to achieve conception until I switched to muscle building and weightlifting. Then I was able to conceive. There is some reason to the things that I do personally, and not everybody, completely understands it, but there is reasons behind the things that I do. We're gonna take some little stretches of my arms right now. I'll stretch my legs when I get home after I shower because I am completely sweaty right now. I'm gonna stretch my arms. Oh, my shoulder just popped. Ah! Which one did I dislocate? Milk of magnesia. What does milk of magnesia have to do with working out? Is there a connection to anything? Because all I know that milk of magnesia is for is like nausea or no heartburn. I'm almost at my 3rd bottle of water in an hour. There you go. Whew. I'm well hydrated. Whew, okay. Now we're going to take some deep breaths. I'm going to do some deep thinking. I know people are probably going to leave. I'm going to take some deep breaths. And I need to go home, I need to shower, and I go to bed. I have to be up early for some schoolwork. Whew, sweaty. Do you guys ever think about what your life could be if you haven't achieved what you had right now? Like how much worse your life could have been if you had not to make the decisions that you made? How much better your life could have been? Where the direction that your life is going in? And the direction that your life is not going in. I hate thinking about the worst parts of my life or how much worse my life could be. I'm trying to take it out of my mind. Part of my mindfulness where I try to practice thoughts that are kind to myself. It helps stress, it helps my anxiety. I think about the parts of myself that I like. Okay, I think my heart rate went back down to within reasonable range. So we're gonna quickly do a mirror pick, and then I'm gonna go. But as of right now, I will see you guys later when I do another live stream. Hope to see you back, and goodbye.